Hey guys, me Joe to the Max here, and today I'm here with Savage.
Hey.
And today we'll be showing you his Rokket deck profile.
Well, let's start off with the main deck.
So yeah, sorry it took so long to get this done. We're just trying to find a build
that was comfortable for me.
Yeah.
3 Magnarokket. As you should all know, rockets have the blow up, replace themselves effect during the end phase. Each rocket has a different effect. This one is a send one monster on your opponent's side of the field. Then you got Autorokket, which is send one spell or trap on your opponent's side of the field. And Anesthrokket, which is a negate effect and that monster cannot attack for the turn. The rockets themselves are run at 3 because consistency reasons. Another card that should be run in this deck is Gateway Dragon, which, if your opponent has a link monster, it's really good for the deck because it's a special summon if they have a link monster, but it's also got a once per turn special summon a level 4 or lower dark dragon monster from my hand, which all the rockets come under. Also the next card that I'm going to show you, which is Keeper of the Shrine. I run it at 2 because I want to see it early, because rockets tend to blow themselves up, Keeper can replace them and then they replace themselves during the end phase. Also good for linking. Next, Destrudo. I run it at 2 because I want to see it, but I don't want to see 2 of these in my hand because that's bad juju. But with these, I can hit synchros, I can link them off into, it depends on which guy I cut this down, but it needs to be 4 or 3 to make it link into one of my link guys. And the last monster is a Gofu, because as you know, we need to spam out the field as quickly as possible. Gofu gives us that with the link monsters that I have in my extra deck. Moving on to spells. I run triple quick launch. It's a special summoner guy from your deck, but blow it up during the end phase, and it's not a once per turn. This card is nuts. If you're not playing this at 3, I'm confused, because this is nuts card. Whereas Squib Draw is a once per turn, but it is a draw card, so understandable, and it's quick play, so it's really good. It blows them up, draws 2, cool. I'm going to replace one of them during the end phase. That's good for me, and Keeper will come back off of this, so really good. I run triple MST because I don't want my rockets being in the bin. I can understand you all thinking, why aren't they Twin Twisters? Because of Destrudo and Keeper. But I don't really need to use Twin Twisters, because sometimes I would see these whilst I have just rockets in my hand, and if they were Twin Twisters, I'll be screwed. Then I'm running 2 Lance, because it's big boss guy, get there, and attract any of the mirror forces can stop him. And if I use this, I can make myself unaffected by him. So it's all Gucci. And plus it's only traps, well, spells and traps that can target him. It's just not monster effects. And finally, 1-for-1 on Raigeki, because as you know, 1-for-1 being good for getting Destrudo or Keeper in the bin, and Anesthrokket out. And Raigeki, well, I don't need to explain that. Trap lineup is Transmigration Prophecy and Avarice, because at the moment I do not have enough rockets to well, get rid of these, because at the moment they're my recycle for the rockets. But as soon as the new stuff comes out, they'll be gone. Then we got the double back to the front to get my guys on board and set me up for making a barrel load next turn or doing something else. Then we got Lost Winds, because they're good for negation now, and it's such a strong hand. Next is Stormings. As you should all know, I run in all my decks at least 2 Mirror Forces. Stormings is the Mirror Force for this deck, ideally. Then we got the Strike Brigade and a Bottomless, because this deck had the room for the double strikes, because normally I don't use strikes, but in this deck it's kind of handy, and I have the space, so I thought, why not? Now we'll move to the extra deck. We have 2 Borreload. They may be the big boss guy, but they're harder to hit than you expect, and they are a Link 4, so not one of the easiest ones to hit, but it's big boss guy, and you kind of protect them to get there. His effects are kind of like known to everyone now, but yeah. Twin Triangle Dragon. Good for 2 reasons. All it requires is 2 level 4 or lower dragons, not including tokens. And this guy can actually bring back Destrudo from the graveyard at its full level. So it's really strong for that reason. So I can go sync 8 if I have my level 1 guy on the field, and have a, well, as you'll see later, my synchro. Then we have Proxy Dragon at 2, because it's just 2 monsters. As you saw earlier, the Gofu was in there, so Proxy Dragon gets rid of the tokens and places it there, and then I can link Gofu, Proxy, and another guy to make Borrel. It gets you into Borrel a lot easier with Gofu. Next, we have Beelze, my synchro of the deck. It's a synchro 8, really strong, and it's still a Dark Dragon. Goes with the theme of the deck. It's so strong now because it can't be destroyed, but it's 3k 3k. Cool. Next we got my Xyz. First up, Utopia lineup. Then we have Bagooska. Good against non-link decks. Not good against non-link decks. Oh, link decks. Then we have Castel, Abyss Dweller, Cowboy, and Sky Cavalry Centurion for my rank 2. Because I don't really need rank 3s. But now I think about it, I may have messed up. I don't have rank 2s. My bad. Sky Cavalry isn't in there. But if you guys can think of a space, feel free to let me know.
You have 3s.
It's because originally I was using Sniffer Dragon, which is why Sky Cav was in there. But now Sniffer's out, Sky Cav's not needed. I didn't really think about that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the vid, and leave any comments on what I can put in that extra space.
Well, that's been the Rokket deck profile, and we'll see you guys in the next video.